You guys missed out on the best possible opportunity to buy a new PC. It was several years ago. It's gotten worse. Micron to exit consumer memory business amid global supply shortage. Goodbye, RAM. I thought RAM was like super cheap. And I guess it was up until recently, but yep, nope, they have to, it's all for AI data centers. It's all for AI data centers now. They are backing out of the private, retailer RAM market and just exclusively selling bulk orders to the AI data centers now. How much is it? Hold on, let me just, what does 16 gigabytes of RAM look like now? See, I'm still seeing 16 gigabytes of RAM on Amazon for $100, but that's also like from Amazon. It's probably not a DDR5. Oh yeah, no, these are DDR4. I don't really know the difference. I just know people like it when it's 5 instead of 4. Whoo! $330. God damn. Also, it's only 16 gigs. Yeah, but it comes in a 2-pack. The 16 gigs always come in a 2-pack. Different motherboard. Yeah, I'm not going to pretend I get everything. That's 2 times 8. No, I'm looking at 2 times 16. DDR4 kits were like 30 to 50 a little while ago. DDR5 went from 150 to 750. 750! Jesus. I bought a pack of that at the beginning of the year for like $40. God damn. Well, looks like I'll be keeping my computer for a while. What are these? I got them a while ago and had to pull them out because they were making my computer brick for some reason. DDR4. Sorry, guys. DDR4 is perfectly fine. I'm pretty sure that, like, any computer that had a decent amount of money put into its construction within the past 5 years is fine and will be fine for a long time. And the reason for that is because the only reason people ever get new computers is because they've been convinced to by big Unreal Engine 5, you know? Fuck Unreal Engine 5. What was the game that reduced its size by like 6 times by changing from Unreal Engine 5 down to their own proprietary engine? Didn't it? It just happened. Helldivers 2, yeah. I'm telling you, man, NVIDIA works with these gaming companies and says, hey, put a bunch of extraneous bullshit that wastes, computers' processing power so that they feel a need to build a new computer. I told you guys this years ago, and a bunch of people argued with me. They were like, no! The companies would never conspire to manufacture need for a product that they would profit from. No! I did. I brought it years ago, and people were very mad at me. Misinfo, it was not an engine change. They just removed files for HTTV. If it was misinfo, then why did I already say it? Fair enough. Just play indie games. It's not like they're making any good games that are AAA these days anyway. What is GTA 6 going to be? GTA 5, but like with a new map. Okay. Pretty much got the formula down. Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 runs well on weaker systems. Witcher 4 maybe? I don't think there should be a Witcher 4, man. Witcher 3 ended beautifully. The only way you can make Ciri a main character is by nerfing her from her appearances in the third one, and the end of the third one was great. The Blood and Wine DLC, what more do you want? Literally, you're out there porking Yennefer like 3 times a day in the Spanish villa, and you just get to be there forever because you're both immortal. That's awesome. There are very few games with the emotional maturity required to end that way, you know? A lot of people would be like, and then Geralt and the legend continues. No, it fucking doesn't. He's been fighting for like 100 years. He's done. He's just going to fuck Yennefer's brains out every night for the rest of their immortal lives. Awesome. Let him rest. Wait, which game? That's canonically how The Witcher 3 ends. In the Blood and Wine DLC. It's great. Now the kings will do some fuck shit. What the fuck are they gonna do to the sleepy, like, farm villa of Yennefer and Geralt? What are they gonna do? We're gonna send 100 soldiers over. She'll melt them. Yeah, them in what literal army? Like actual tens of thousands. They're going to have to be lining up siege engines along the countryside to have even a shot. No chance, okay? They're chilling. It's fine. Yeah, man, nothing's ever happened to Sleepy Farm Villas. That has to suck if you're one of the like raiding and pillaging foreign armies who happens to stumble across that cabin, you know? You've been having an easy time. You're like a hot knife through butter across the countryside. You kick in the door and it's fucking Geralt and Yennefer staring at you for the 8 picoseconds you have before every atom in your brain explodes from whatever the fuck they both just did to you, you know? That's gotta suck. Probably not, you know, probably fine that that happened to him, though. He was doing a lot of bad stuff. Me when I break down the door and see a sleepy villa filled with wealth, and I see the back of a man's head, the hair is white. Clearly, a pensioner, a wealthy pensioner retired to the countryside. Yes! Me when he turns around and it's Geralt of Rivia. Fuck! Oh! No, actually, you were upset with the mechanics of frame interpolation. Uh-oh, you've uncorked the autism. No, I don't actually think I was upset with the mechanics of frame interpolation as a medium. First of all, frame interpolation is bullshit. Turn it off your TVs, okay? The God already gave the program you're watching the intended number of frames. For two, and I was proven right on this, by the way, as I always fucking am, all right? AI interpolation of frames while your system chugs is a bad idea because there is a disconnect between what you're seeing and what your computer is actually processing, okay? Getting grok on your computer to fill in extra frames while in reality your computer is failing to process any of the shit that's happening does not fix the latency issue. The latency issue is still real. Your inputs aren't determining the AI movement or whatever. What happens when you run out of when the computer snaps back to the point that you're interpolating frames at, and it turns out the stuff that the AI told you was interpolated was wrong? Just let the stuttering happen. Also, AI is evil and shouldn't exist. Upscaling allows older hardware to play newer games and not get dumped in a landfill somewhere. No, you can upscale without AI. Just run it at a lower resolution. That's literally upscaling it. Do not give them ammunition to worm their way into our lives even more. You know, the newest fucking NVIDIA chips are all AI bullshit, right? Like the whole, they've run out of ways to make life actually better or the technology more innovative. So they're just like, yep, well, these ones have like extra AI powers built in. We put a little drop of grok into every fucking GPU. Just play indie games. But Doom Eternal is good. I gotta play that.